There are moments when life seems to knock us down. Our emotions flare up like a wildfire and it feels like we're losing control. But there's a way to avoid becoming completely detached and emotionless. Some folks get Stoicism wrong, thinking it's all about indifference, but that's far from the truth. We don't need to be indifferent. We need to learn how to use our emotions wisely. Just imagine being able to control your emotions and use them as a powerful tool to reach your goals and live a happier life. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Stoic philosophy to uncover 7 principles that help us not only control our emotions, but transform them into a powerful asset for personal growth. Come along on this exciting journey and see how Stoicism can change your life. Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Now, let's jump into the world of Stoic philosophy and discover the power of emotions, starting with the first principle. Principle number 1. Eliminate toxic people from your life. The people we choose to have in our lives play a significant role in shaping our emotions, thoughts, and overall well-being. Just like a rotten apple can spoil the whole bunch, interacting with toxic individuals can drain your energy and make you doubt your own decisions. According to Stoic philosophy, one of the most crucial principles is self-control and protecting your inner peace. You need to understand that while we can't control others' behavior, we have the right to choose our relationships. Diogenes, a famous philosopher, once said that we have 2 ears and 1 tongue, so we can listen more and talk less. This reminds us to be mindful of who we befriend and to trust our intuition. Toxic individuals can take many forms, from constant complainers and pessimists to those who frequently create conflicts or maintain a negative outlook on life. They can sap your motivation, disrupt your mindset, and hinder your progress on the path to self-improvement. Imagine being in a situation where someone constantly complains about everything and badmouths others. Initially, you try to understand and support this person, but over time, you notice that every interaction leaves you feeling heavy and negative. After careful consideration, you decide to limit your contact with that person, choosing not to engage in negative conversations, and instead spend time with friends who bring positive energy. Stoicism emphasizes living a virtuous and meaningful life, where preserving inner peace and focusing on what matters is a top priority. This means that sometimes we have to make tough decisions, such as ending relationships with people who don't contribute positively to our lives. It's not about harboring hostility, but recognizing that for the sake of our minds and spirits, some relationships need to be distanced or severed. Removing toxic people will help you stay optimistic and motivated, making room for personal growth. You'll have more space and energy to focus on your goals and improve relationships with people who support and inspire you. It's not an act of selfishness, but an essential step towards autonomy and spiritual freedom. Principle number 2. Set limits and stop being always available. Personal boundaries play a crucial role in maintaining our sense of identity. Establishing personal boundaries is not just an act of self-protection. It's a vital step in maintaining balance and inner peace. However, personal boundaries are often underestimated. As Seneca once said, "Nothing is ours except time." Too often we squander our time on others, responding to their requests immediately, without setting boundaries. By doing so, we send the message that our time, energy, and mental health are not valuable. This can lead to exhaustion, resentment, sadness, depression, and overwhelming pressure. It's like leaving the doors and windows of our house open, allowing anyone to enter and disrupt our peace. Imagine you're someone who is always willing to work day and night for your boss. You never turn down requests from others and sometimes feel overwhelmed. When you apply this Stoic principle, you begin to set boundaries for your time. You make thoughtful decisions and say no when you feel you've reached your limit and need personal time. This allows you to avoid constant work and have time to relax, leading to a more balanced life. Establishing boundaries helps us recognize and respect our own needs and limitations. When we take time to reflect and listen to our internal needs, we learn how to respond to situations with wisdom and consideration, rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally. This not only helps us better control our emotions, but also makes us more responsible in all our relationships. Setting boundaries doesn't mean becoming selfish or indifferent to others. Instead, it enables you to interact with the world in a healthy and sustainable way, ensuring that you don't become emotionally and mentally exhausted. By controlling your time and space, you'll be better equipped to handle difficult situations with calmness and purpose. Principle number 3. Love no one too much. Love is a beautiful emotion, connecting us to the happy and meaningful life we always desire. According to Stoic philosophy, love and emotions are precious, but loving excessively can lead to undesirable consequences. Stoicism, which values emotional resilience, often highlights the danger of attachment. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The strength he refers to is the ability to love without becoming overly attached. It's the strength to appreciate the beauty of a relationship without letting it define your entire existence. This lesson becomes particularly clear in our personal lives. Imagine investing too much emotion in someone. It becomes a double-edged sword, making us overly dependent and willing to sacrifice too much for that person. This can cause pain when they don't reciprocate our feelings as expected. Moreover, if this person drifts away or there's a loss, we might experience unnecessary suffering. Stoic philosophy encourages us to love others freely and sincerely while valuing spiritual independence. This means finding a balance between love and self-sufficiency. We shouldn't let our emotions depend on others' actions or opinions. Instead, we should keep our souls independent and strong. You can love without being easily hurt. Learning to love and manage your emotions without letting them dominate your life makes you more patient, unafraid of change, and able to calmly face life's challenges. Remember, Stoic philosophy doesn't suggest we become indifferent or completely cold inside. Rather, we should learn how to control and manage our emotions for a calm and prosperous life. Mastering the art of loving without excessive attachment not only protects your heart, but also honors your spirit. You become capable of forming deep connections without losing yourself in them. This is the first step to truly becoming emotionally balanced, where you control your emotions, and they don't control you. Principle number 4. Be sure to express your feelings and opinions. In our daily lives, we often encounter situations filled with pressure and conflict. In such moments, we're encouraged to remain calm and composed, rather than letting our emotions and opinions burst forth fervently. Stoic philosophy often emphasizes the importance of inner calm and the danger of seeking recognition from others. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This statement highlights the idea that we shouldn't overly rely on being recognized by others. Think about the times when you've shared a personal achievement with others, seeking recognition or their opinions, only to receive ridiculous criticism or even mockery in return. Such experiences can hurt our feelings and undermine our self-confidence. Therefore, the aim of the fourth rule in Stoic philosophy is to help us avoid unnecessary conflicts and ensure that we don't cause unwanted consequences in our communication. Instead of reacting impulsively when stirred by our emotions and opinions, this rule encourages us to listen and understand others first. This not only creates an environment of positive communication, but also helps us learn to control our emotions. Rather than letting emotions arise naturally and uncontrollably, we can manage them to ensure they don't dominate our decisions and lead to unwanted actions or experiences. However, this perspective doesn't suggest that we should completely suppress our emotions and opinions. Instead, we should find ways to express them thoughtfully. This means considering before speaking or acting, ensuring that we don't cause harm or unnecessary offense. By maintaining calmness and rationality, we can learn to express our emotions and opinions effectively. Stoic philosophy teaches us to be true to ourselves and others while maintaining inner peace and avoiding unnecessary conflicts. Therefore, by following this rule, we can communicate our emotions and opinions more effectively without harming our relationships or causing unnecessary internal turmoil. Principle number 5. Stop fighting. Nature. Stoic philosophy has always emphasized the importance of living in accordance with nature. This philosophy doesn't encourage us to fight against circumstances and events, but to accept them as part of the natural order of the universe. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means that instead of resisting what we cannot control, we should focus on controlling our response to these events. Imagine a situation where you're driving to work and suddenly encounter a traffic jam. You feel impatient and frustrated. Your blood pressure rises, and you're stressed out. Instead of getting angry at the situation, you decide to accept that traffic is a natural part of life. You use this time to listen to an interesting podcast or practice breathing techniques to calm yourself down. Accepting the nature of things helps reduce stress and allows us to face situations more balancedly. Stoic philosophy teaches us to accept things we cannot change and find ways to respond to them positively. This doesn't mean we should be passive or resigned. Instead, we should be resilient and adaptable, finding ways to use circumstances to our advantage. So, stop fighting against nature and embrace it as part of life's journey. This will not only help reduce stress but also allow you to live more harmoniously and balancedly. Principle number 6. Practice daily gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions we can cultivate in our lives. Stoic philosophy teaches us to value what we have and find joy in simple things. Seneca once said, "It's not happiness that makes us grateful, but gratitude that makes us happy." This means that by practicing gratitude, we can shift our perspective and find happiness in our everyday life. Imagine starting each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something as simple as the sun shining, a pleasant conversation with a friend, or a delicious meal. By doing this, you begin to notice the small blessings in your life and appreciate the present moment. Gratitude helps us focus on the positive and reduces the impact of worries and anxieties. So, practice gratitude daily and see how it can transform your life. Principle number 7. Accept impermanence. Stoic philosophy constantly reminds us of the transient nature of life. Everything is in constant flux, and nothing lasts forever. Marcus Aurelius once said, "All that we see is in a state of constant change." This means we should accept impermanence and not cling excessively to things or people. By accepting impermanence, we can learn to live more fully in the present and appreciate each moment. This doesn't mean we shouldn't care or love, but rather that we should be aware that everything is temporary. This helps us find peace and serenity amidst life's changes and uncertainties. Therefore, accept impermanence and learn to live each moment with gratitude and full presence. By incorporating these 7 Stoic principles into your life, you can learn to control your emotions and transform them into a powerful force for personal growth and happiness. Stoic philosophy teaches us to live balanced, resilient, and mindful lives, finding peace and purpose in every moment. So, start practicing these principles today and see how your life can change for the better. As we embrace Stoic principles in our lives, we open the doors to a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. The wisdom of these teachings guides us towards a more balanced, resilient, and meaningful existence, where we learn to navigate life's waters with calmness and determination. Learning to control our emotions, establish healthy boundaries, practice gratitude, and accept impermanence empowers us to live each moment with fullness and appreciation. These principles not only help us deal with the challenges we encounter, but also enable us to find inner peace and genuine happiness. So let's embrace these teachings, nurturing a Stoic mindset that strengthens us in the face of adversity and allows us to thrive even in the toughest times. May we live with gratitude, acceptance, and serenity, finding meaning and purpose in every step of the way. May Stoic wisdom accompany us on our journey, guiding us towards a life of authenticity, resilience, and contentment. And as we practice these principles, may we not only become better individuals, but also be a beacon for those around us, inspiring others to live with integrity and wisdom. Thank you for joining us on this Stoic journey. Remember always, the power to shape our happiness lies in our own hands, and through the constant practice of virtue and understanding of the things within our control, we can find peace and fulfillment. Keep exploring the depths of Stoicism in your daily life. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with others who might benefit from Stoic wisdom. Until next time, may Stoic wisdom light your way.